Hi guys. Hi frogs. How's everybody doing? How's your Monday going? It is beautiful outside. It is sunny. We have a crisp, cool weather fall morning for Monday. It's beautiful. I can't promise I'm gonna have a good day. I'm trying my very best. So there's that. Uh, I'm Cassie, and you're joining Cassie's Corner. I'll wake up in a minute. I promise. I'm kind of goofy in the mornings. It's not really morning. It's like 10 o'clock. I've been up for about 2 hours. But I'm still like groggy. I don't know. I take a lot of pills at night, so not a lot, but a lot enough. I found this passage. It's called The Sweet Secret Desire. It is written by C.S. Lewis from The Weight of Glory, from his passage, The Weight of Glory. I'm Cassie. This is Cassie's Corner. Please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so when I drop another video, you will be notified. Give me a comment. I have some people watching my videos, but I haven't had any comments lately. I don't know if I disturb people by my, I guess they're excuses for not being in a church. I am a God-fearing, loving woman. I do believe in God. I believe the Bible is true and inspired by Him, however we interpret it. Anyway, that kind of thing. But yes, please leave me a comment. I need to know your comments. Need to know your ideas and things. Anyway, this passage is kind of resonates with what I'm going through. You know, the burial of my dad, his cremation, his death, that kind of thing that I'm dealing with personally. So this kind of resonates with this. And when you get to when I read the passage to you, you'll understand what I'm saying. And I hope it resonates with all of you, because when it comes to around Christmas time, everybody wants to go back and reminisce about their childhood and how things were so good at the time, and nostalgia and what it was like to be a kid expecting Christmas. So I hope this kind of resonates with you, and this was the only reason I even tried to do this video today. I'm not doing it. I'm like, this is number 3. I did it one time. My brother called. I did it again, and I couldn't read the book right. So I'm like, I'm going to try one more time. So, here we go. Okay, this is The Sweet Secret Desire. And speaking of this desire for our own far-off country, which we find in ourselves even now, I feel a certain shyness. I am almost committing an indecency. I'm trying to rip open the inconsolable secret in each one of you, the secret which hurts so much that you take your revenge on it by calling it names like nostalgia, romanticism, and adolescence. The secret also which pierces with such sweetness that when in very intimate conversation the mention of it comes imminent, we grow awkward and affect to laugh at ourselves. The secret we cannot hide and cannot tell, though we desire to do both. We cannot tell it because it is a desire for something that has never actually appeared in our experience. We cannot hide it because our experience is constantly suggesting it, and we betray ourselves like lovers at the mention of a name. Our commonest expedient is to call it beauty and behave as if that had settled the matter. The books or the music in which we thought the beauty was located will betray us if we trust them. It was not in them, it only came through them. And what came through them was longing. These things, the beauty, the memory of our own past, are good images of what we really desire, but if they were mistaken for the thing itself, they turn into dumb idols, breaking the hearts of their worshippers. For they are not the thing itself. They are only the scent of a flower that we have not yet found, the echo of a tune we have not heard, news from a country we have never yet visited. Do you think I'm trying to weave a spell? Perhaps I am, but remember your fairy tales. Spells are used for breaking enchantments as well as including them. So I thought that was very pretty. Very resonating with me today. How's everybody doing? Is the weather good where you are? Is work good? Are you thinking positive thoughts? All positive. All positive. We can't think positive. We can't think negative thoughts. Negative thoughts are not good against either. But I hope you like my passage. I'm not very good at reading sometimes. It doesn't work when you have a tickle in your throat either. How's everyone doing? Is there anything you'd like for me to try to cover? Anything that I could talk to you about, try to explain? I'm not a doctor. I'm not a psychiatrist or anything. I have studied in the medical field, but I am not a licensed anything, really. I have dealt with depression. I have dealt with my daughter's depression. I've dealt with some bipolar issues. I've dealt with the big D type behaviors. That was hard. My daughter, in her 11th and 12th grade, her schooling, she was bullied. And I didn't know that she was. She would tell me, but she wouldn't, she would explain in full terms what was going on. And it's just that she's so sweet that she would never retaliate outside of the home. You know, how she treated her brothers and sisters was a lot different than the way she treated her friends. So she could retaliate with her brothers and sisters, but she's just too sweet a person. She couldn't retaliate to another person. So her 11th and 12th years were very, very bad for her. And she contemplated not being here. And that was very, very sad for me. It was very, very hard. I had to hide all the knives. I had to hide, separate tools in the house. I mean, if she wanted to do it, she would have done it. She was already cutting in her skin, making marks on her skin, making herself hurt and that kind of thing. And it was not a very beautiful picture that I would have painted for my daughter. But she did experience some awful, awful days. And I kept telling her that these things are not going to matter in 5 years. They're not going to matter in 2 years. It's not going to matter in a year after you graduate high school. So she got through graduation. She actually just had a horrible, horrible time. But she actually got through graduation. And then the next year, she finds out that she's pregnant with my grandson. And that saved her. That kept her from... She did still have some bipolar issues. She did have some other type issues afterwards. But she wouldn't listen to me. She was just that deep, dark state in her mind where the words that I was saying, she was not grabbing. She was just so self-clogged, that word that I used. She was so self-clogged that what I said or whatever advice anybody else gave her, it just didn't matter. But once she realized that she was going to bring a child into the world, everything just stopped. And not so gradually. I mean, it wasn't up until about 2 years ago that she finally decided, and Freckles is 11. So up until about 2 or 3 years ago, she decided that she was going to live her life in a correct way. And I'm very proud of her. I'm not mad at her. I'm not angry at the situation that she, put herself through. That kind of thing. I kind of supported her, and I was like, I'm here for you. The worst thing in the world is going to sleep knowing that your child is in that mood, or not knowing what mood, she or he is in, and having to wake up and not knowing what you're finding. That was hard. I dreaded waking up every morning, only because I didn't want to see what she may or may not have done. And I do sympathize with people that do have children that have committed the great deed, because it can't be easy. I've told you about my cousin that created the big deed. He was the only son of my aunt, and she had gone away for a wedding of her only sister. So I thought this was just so tragic of him, so ill-planned for him to do such a thing. And I think when you're in that deep, dark hole, Satan has you, and he has a good grip on you, so you have no idea what you're really doing. You're not thinking with a clear mind. It's not you in control of your thoughts, really. And I that's how I feel about my daughter. She was not in control of her thoughts. Satan had a good grip on her, and I thought for real we would lose her. It was a scary situation, very scary situation. So I'm glad everything worked out for her. Um, but dealing with the death of my father, I'm realizing everything is just coming full circle for me, and I'm kind of not. I'm good. I mean, I'm really good. So if you're praying for me, oh my gosh, thank you so much. I need it so bad. I do. But it's just everything is just like I said. It's reminiscing right now. It's remembering and remembering my childhood and like that. You know, it's a secret thing, a sweet little secret thing. C.S. Lewis. I love him. He's my favorite Christian writer. So, with that being said, I'm going to let you go and grab your big belly laugh. Don't forget to laugh today, because when you laugh, you can't think about any of this other stuff going on in your mind. When you laugh, you know, you're happy for a minute. You're happy in that time, and it's very crucial that you learn to be happy. Once you get that couple of laughs in, it becomes a habit. It becomes addicting to want to laugh. So that's why I tell you to get that big belly laugh in once a day, because it's very crucial to your mental health to do that belly laugh. Find something to be grateful for. Love someone. Let them know that you love them. I'm not going there. I almost said it, but I'm not. I'm not going there. Okay. Y'all have a good day. And I'll see you next time. Have the best day ever, really, really. Find something to be grateful for. Be positive. 2 positives, 1 negative. We're doing good. Have a good day. Bye-bye.